biggest issue from my perspective is to do with more with the climate emergency. And the biggest thing is like, what do we do about it? Like, you can't have an emergency without urgency and all that sort of stuff. And then I've always been a firm advocate of like the whole idea behind the policy needs to be stronger. And I don't think that the words voluntary and policy are conducive to one another. I think that policy should probably be mandatory, so then people are forced to take action. And it might make the government unpopular, but they're not really the most popular anyway, no matter what you do. So why not, if you've got muscles, flex them, that kind of thing. Yeah.
What's important is to buy efficient equipment in the first place, and that's kind of where our buying processes kick in. So as a condition of doing business with O2, suppliers have to demonstrate they have carbon efficiency roadmaps and have signed up to a number of sustainability commitments before we even engage with them. Because once we have that equipment, it might be in there for 4, 5, 6 years, so we need to make sure it's as efficient as it can be when we buy it.
We've been really successful in decarbonising power. Now, we should be at somewhere around 12% of our heat from renewable sources, and we're currently only at 6%, so we're massively behind. And I think that the thing is, heat is just very difficult, it's very challenging, in the same way that transport is challenging as well, and I think these are less talked about.
We need a clear path and direction and some support in terms of subsidies and mechanisms to make sure that we can carry on building renewable power, carry on investing in renewable transport, and it's really that security that investors need to make sure that we hit our full 100% targets of net zero by 2050.
A lot of the changes that we need in terms of single-use plastic are not rocket science, and so I really think in part of the big picture is tackling this particular issue. But that's what I'm working on and concentrating on at the moment.
Understanding that regardless of where you are, whether you're private or you're a public organisation, people are going through the same challenges when it comes to trying to meet net zero targets.